Welcome to Midheaven Tarot. We're going to get a general reading done for you today. Please remember that we are reading energy and energy changes at the drop of a dime, okay? So take it how it razzle or it dazzles, all right? I hope everybody is doing well, feeling well. Thank you so much for tapping in with me. It's been a minute since I've been able to post on this channel, but I'm back at it. This card doesn't belong in there. So let's tap into the energy collective and see what's going on. What is it that you need to know? What is it that you need to see? We have withdrawal. Okay. Withdrawal. We're going to get a couple of these out, get the foundational energy. We have lesson. Withdrawal, lesson. Okay. Hmm. Effect. And one more. Two more. Change and future. Okay. Withdrawal, lesson, change, effect, change, and future. Move that over. Get that right there. All right, we're in there now. Okay. Let's see what's going on. All right. It feels like someone may have a decision that they may need to make to withdraw from something, or they're making the decision to withdraw from learning something, um, learning a lesson here. All right, let's clarify. Spirit, what is this withdrawal? Luck. Luck. Hmm. Okay. Jackpot, fortune, or reward. I don't know if this is a bank withdrawal. Like, tell me more. Promise, responsible, confirmation, assurance. Family is at the bottom of the deck. Pride. Give me more. What is this lesson? Origin. Origin. Hmm. Initiation, creativity, vitality. There's this withdrawal. I really am picking up something having to do with somebody's bank account. Like something you're either wondering if the money's going to be there for you to as promised, or you're being asked to be responsible with your the monies you have access to as it relates to your bank account. We have an investment here. So I don't know if you have an investor on the line, if you're wondering if somebody is going to actually invest in a project that you have. And then we have saving. Okay, so either you are saving, you have been saving for a financial commitment of some sort. Now, this could be a new home. I'm going to put these kind of over here because that's kind of giving me the energy concerning this withdrawal. So either you're saving for a home, you're saving for a wedding. It's something big. It's something big that you're saving for. Clarify lesson in origin. Maybe this is something that you're just now starting to do. You know, maybe this is where your mindset is right now. Oh, okay. Okay. There could be a baby on the way. It feels like somebody's at a turning point in life, okay, where you are kind of looking at your future here and the changes you need to make and how these changes will affect your future. So, someone may be in this energy of starting to save, starting to slow down on their spending, starting to really like look at how much they have, how much they want to have, you know, with the possibility, real possibility of in the future getting married, having a child, needing, having the finances to buy your first home, so on and so forth. So it feels like someone is at the beginning stages of really making some better decisions as it relates to their money and how that is going to affect their future. Tell me effect. Libation, donation, pray, religion. How much you'll have to put in or to pour in or to give. Okay, tell me more. These cards are so thick that they're hard to. I love these cards, but they are made tough as Teflon. Okay, what do we have here? We have readiness. Yeah, you want to be ready. You okay. And we have messenger. Rush, progress, delivery. It feels like you may feel like you're pressed for time, to be prepared for something. So I don't know if this is you looking forward in your future. Maybe some of these things are already happening for you, and so you feel a little bit pressed to be able to deliver financially for your family, to have what you need in place to make sure that you can have a place to stay. You can make that investment. There's money for the wedding, there's money for the baby, and then there's a savings. So I don't know if this is already an energy that's taking place for you, or if this is just you forward thinking strategy here. I think somebody is forward thinking. Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. hmm About your goals, about your future, about what you're working towards. Okay, that's cool. Absolutely cool. All right, clarify change. Omniousness. Hmm. Cautiousness. Sign. Insidious. Something's changed. Okay, something's changed that has possibly put you in the mindset of really needing to look at your future and what you are going to have, what you do desire, what are your goals, and how do you get there. Okay, tell me more about this omnius. There's a sign, there's something, some sort of precautionary, possibly. Tell me more. Omniousness. What's changing? Robbery, exploration, incaution, unfairness. Tell me more. Getting away with something. In circles, attachment stuck, replay, and then death, endless harm, inevitable. Okay. In circles. I don't, it feels like you may be seeing a karmic pattern that you want to bring an end to, possibly stemming back from your childhood or stemming back from, parental energy. Okay. There may be something that you are taking, that you are seeing. Mm. Something that could spin the block on you, an energy that's like, it's, I don't want to say like a, as deep as a generational curse, but somebody, for someone, it could be that you're looking at the way it maybe went for your parents, or it went for your parental figures, or other people in your bloodline, or in your family lineage, and you are wanting to be different. You're wanting to break out of some sort of cyclical pattern, maybe environmental things that you learned from the way you were raised, that you are wanting to move yourself away from. You may be seeing that there is a need for you to change the way you think about your future, about yourself, about money, about investments, about marriage, about children. Like, there's a need for you to change the way you are approaching your life if you are going to break this cycle. Okay. Clarify future. We have gift, souvenir, promotion, delight, overload, excess, obligation, overwhelm. Mm, justice. It feels like you're wanting to bring balance to something that is overwhelming. Maybe the idea of your future has always overwhelmed you, and you're trying to really kind of like break it down step by step, piece by piece, as a verse to looking at it as one big, overwhelming, intimidating picture. Okay. This could also be the divine letting somebody know that you have a lot in your future that you are going to receive. There's a lot that you have been gifted to do. All right. But don't allow it to overwhelm you, to stay balanced in your energy. Okay, think logically. Somebody's bringing logic to the the goals that they have placed on themselves, for their future. Okay, let's get some after tarot here and look a little deeper. Okay, so we have the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Justice, Six of Swords. Okay. Something's definitely being revealed to you about your future right now. All right. You may be tapping into this a beautiful creative energy. You may be feeling very inspired. All right. To secure your future for your family. So something is not overwhelming. Okay. Now we have the reverse Four of Wands. I mean, the Four of Swords here. All right. So You may even be maybe feeling a little bit restless. Maybe you are not getting enough rest. Okay, so I'm starting to feel like spirit is bringing this to the forefront because um the spirit doesn't want you to work so hard or to overthink something. Okay, to overthink something. Tell us more, spirit. Wow. We have the Nine of Pentacles coming out crossing. Okay, now you may be single but dating. You may have met someone that you are very interested in, and this may be someone who is kind of not intentionally, or it could be intentionally, but it feels like someone is really trying to master their finances, because the Nine of Pentacles generally is about enjoying the fruit of your labor on your own as an individual. All right. When it comes out in the reverse, it's like enjoying the fruit of your labor, but with someone, maybe partnered, or in a relationship, or in a connection, or married. Okay. Um, this feels like there's someone maybe that has come into your life that you are ready to really, really, really settle down with, with the Two of Cups here. Okay. So you're working. Your mind is on producing, mastering something, possibly your finances. Because I get a lot of financial energy in this first two rows, particularly the first row of cards here. Okay, tell us more, spirit. We have the World. Yeah, I feel like you've met somebody that you're ready to, like, really lock in with this individual here. Hmm. Three of Cups. You may have recently got engaged. Take it how it resonates for you, okay, collective? You may have recently got engaged, or you may really be wanting to, um, you're wanting this individual to be your person, basically, that you share your life with, okay? That you share your life with. The Chariot. Also Cancerian energy. Um, the Knight of Cups in reverse. You may not have said this to someone yet, though. You may not have expressed it or offered it yet, but you have someone in sight. For some of you, that will resonate. For others of you, this is someone that you are already dating. Okay. Six of Cups. Hmm. Five of Cups. So we go from the Six of Cups to the Five of Cups. There's a blockage here. Something from the past, something that you regret. Maybe you have um what is this Five of Cups? The Queen of Swords in reverse. An Empress. This could be somebody from the past that you haven't communicated with or you haven't heard from in a while. Or something has been said to you in the past by feminine energies that kind of affected you emotionally. Whatever was said, it's like someone told you something about yourself that was not true. That was not true. Someone was harsh, possibly with their words, and it caused you a lot of regret. We have the reverse justice, okay? We have the hermit, and then the ace of pentacles in reverse. So there was an injustice that you are still secretly kind of holding on to, okay? And I'm not really sure at this point how this is playing out. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing for you to set goals. I don't know if spirit is asking you to use logic. Okay, I don't know what your approach is. I don't know if you're working overtime, you're working a little bit too much, you're not getting rest, because you're trying to not experience something that took place in the past, someone's harsh words. It's like you're still kind of carrying that. This could be a mother figure. Yeah, there's some inner turmoil here that still needs to be healed. Okay. Also, this inner turmoil is creating impatience in you. It's like a rush with the chariot card. It's like you're wanting to get to a certain point that you can celebrate, that you can feel good about your future, about a goal, about having your own family, having a wife, having a husband, all of that beautiful energy. But it's like spirit is asking you to steady yourself, to slow down a little bit, but remain consistent, but slow down. It's like a need to use logic in your approach to your goals, your future, because you are going to accomplish a lot and you have a lot to give, a lot of talents that you can use, but you're overwhelming yourself in something. They don't want you to burn out. Spirit doesn't want you to burn out. We have the reverse 10 of cups. You're not being patient with yourself. The reverse high priestess. So I don't know if you're having private conversations, secret conversations, where it's like you're not speaking to yourself in a caring way. You're not speaking to yourself in a productive way. It's almost like there's a lot of negative self talk. And that is actually impacting what you can manifest, how much you can manifest, and when that manifestation will come in, especially when you're trying to align yourself to positivity. So if you continue to allow yourself to communicate within in a negative way, then whether it's positive or negative, that's what you're aligning yourself to. So it's almost like the negative self-talk is aligning you to the very thing that you don't want. So there's a need to balance your inner dialogue and your outer ambitions, your inner dialogue and your outer effort. You have to align your effort and your inner dialogue. They have to match energetically. Okay. The Nine of Wands and the Six of Wands. Someone could definitely be a Cancer. There's someone that is either in your life now or that is coming into your life that is going to assist you. There's nothing wrong with asking for help from people whom you know can assist you. This may not be necessarily financial help. This could be a how to. How do I get that done? There may be someone that you need to consult to help you get where you want to be as it relates to a particular goal. To avoid a tower, okay, to avoid burnout so that you can see the success that you want. You don't have to do it on your own, all on your own. For someone, there may be a need to take up a course, go to maybe get a certificate, maybe go back to school, maybe management, finance management, time management, business management of some sort, maybe consult someone who works in those fields to really help you navigate where you are and how to strategically get where you want to be financially, as opposed to going it on your own and like not approaching it from logic, because you may not have the absolute, like the real know-how. So it may be that you're putting more pressure on yourself than you actually need to. It may be that you are further along than you think you are. It may be that you're further behind than you think you are. It just depends. But with this Nine of Wands, it feels like there is, Spirit is saying it's okay to let somebody help you get to where you want to be, where you want to arrive to. Help, allowing someone to help you so that you can avoid this collapse or this burnout or tower. We have the Death card here. This will help you change some sort of self-sabotaging um way of approaching it. hmm Eight of Cups. For some of you, it may even be maybe therapy. Okay, therapy could work to help you, because I do feel like there could be something playing out in the inner child that needs to be addressed. Because I see this reverse Queen of Swords here, and this is somebody who's was really verbally abusive. All right, verbally abusive. hmm And now the Ace of Swords is in the upright. Okay, so when I was dealing with the Queen of Swords before, I split the deck and the Ace of Swords was in the reverse, which lets me know that this Queen of Swords spoke things to you, over your life, into your heart space, into your mind, and those things are a part of your inner dialogue. And the effort you're making is commendable, but I feel like Spirit is saying they don't want you to get burned out. They also don't want you to fail as much as you don't want to fail. But the way you're going at it right now may not be able to last. You may not find longevity in the way you're approaching it, or your zeal for it needs to be balanced, or your reasoning for wanting certain things needs to be understood. So now that I'm talking about the Queen of Swords again and this individual being verbally abusive, I have the Ace of Swords, which is confirming for me that there was a feminine energy that spoke things to you, that maybe taught you certain things that actually wasn't logical and it wasn't balanced. Yeah, with the Two of Pentacles in reverse. In reverse. Okay. So Two of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Ace of Cups. This is a connection between love and finances. Maybe someone taught you that nobody's going to love you unless you're able to, like a woman ain't going to want to, love on you if you ain't got no money. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm not sure. You know what I mean? But there's a connection between how you handle money and how you handle your heart space. And there's a need to discover yourself in that. Mm-hmm. Empress here. Or this could be that someone was trained to not, or taught to not deal with any man that they can't get nothing from. And I'm not saying by all means that an individual, whether you're male or female, really, that you are partnering with is not supposed to have something tangible to bring to the table, but it's like it's an unjust way of looking at it. And this could be what the Five of Cups is, that someone has walked away from relationships that were actually pretty good relationships because someone, was a regular guy who had a regular job, but he was a really nice guy. He was really serious about you. And now he done went up the ladder and he's climbed into corporate. And because you didn't have the patience or the proper understanding of how to navigate people in different seasons of their lives, then you walked away from a connection because he wasn't making certain amount of money at the time that you met him. So it's like somebody's putting the idea of money and love and kind of intertwining it in a way that's unhealthy. And it doesn't lead to happiness with the reverse 10 of cups. The 10 of pentacles, the knight of wands in reverse. Yeah. It's like there's a lesson that needs to be learned that will affect positive change for your future, okay? As it relates to finances and love and finances, and who you give your heart to, what you should expect, how you should expect to come in the connection, what you should have. It's like a lesson that needs to be learned here. Queen of Pentacles, and then the moon, heavy Cancer energy, and a lot of earth energy. All right, let's see. Confirmation. Let's get some alchemy of awareness to see what we can pull on this. Ow, that hurt it. Tell us more, Spirit. How can the collective alchemize this energy? What is it that you need them to see? Hmm. Worthwhile. Worthwhile. Worth is not earned, it's remembered. You were born with it untouched by achievement or performance. Be mindful of that which measures your value through productivity, beauty, availability, or disposition. The world may value these traits, but they are not truths. Treat yourself like someone who matters because you do, deeply and without exception. Offer yourself the compassion you have always deserved. Do so again and again. So it's like what I'm feeling is Spirit is wanting you to know that your goals are commendable, your goals are achievable, and you will achieve them. But at the same time, in the process of aiming to achieve said goals, be as equally kind to yourself, right? Equally see that you are worthy of what you are trying to obtain, not just trying to attain it so that you can give it to somebody else or look like you have accomplished something in the eyes of other people. This is about you. Your goals, your aspirations, your inspirations are about you first. So, whatever you accomplish, don't forget you. Don't forget that it is being done for you. It is your accomplishments. So if you're kind of approaching your future from the, I got to be able to take care of this, I got to be able to take care of that. Okay, I'm gonna try to go over here and do this, and I'm gonna do this extra stuff so I can get my bank account up because, like my mama told me, ain't no woman gonna want no broke man. You know what I'm saying? Or like my mama told me, you don't mess with no broke man. So da 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 da. I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. Like I feel like spirit is saying that's not good enough for you. They want you to remember you 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 first, not just because so that you can have to get somebody to choose you for marriage or to choose to have a baby with you or to choose so you can say you got money and you can get whatever female you want or any energy like that, but for you are worthy of it. You are worthy of the success. You are worthy of enjoying what you accomplish, whether you have somebody to share it with or not. Soul endorsed. You don't need applause to be valid, nor permission to take up space with your brilliance. The world doesn't need to catch up with your truth. You are your own irrevocable validation. So walk as if your worth is not up for negotiation because it isn't. Neither forget that the only approval that truly matters is your own. Yep. I think that sums up the energy that I'm picking up. Spirit wants you to, of course, divine wants you to, of course, go for all of the things that you desire, but make sure that your reasoning is being done out of love for yourself first. Love for yourself first. Okay. All right, collective, thank you again for tapping in with me. Please remember to like, share, comment. Let me know how this message reverberated for you. This was my first one back. I had to knock you know what I mean? I had to knock the little dust off a little bit, but I'm glad that you decided to tap in with me here at Midheaven Tarot. And I will see you guys on the next one. Peace, family.